Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live session with Rupesh. And Rupesh has been doing sadhana since how many months?
Uh, Five. Yeah.
Five, 5 months. So you are in which deity?
Hanuman.
Hanuman.
Panchmukhi
Okay,
Hanuman.
Panchamukhi Hanuman. So Rupesh is a uh, prime devotee of Krishna, and yeah, I think you're waiting for the Krishna month, and also he's a very good scholar, very top level scholar of Advaita concept. He's almost
Father.
reached almost reaching Adi Shankaracharya level.
Wow.
So,
Damn.
Rupesh, how has been sadhana going on, and also tell us about your derealization episodes and everything. Yeah.
Sadhana. I
Mm,
haven't been able to do actually lately. It's only been maybe like once a week. That too. Like it just gets too intense.
mm,
Like not during it. Like I'll do the whole chanting and mala and whatever. It's
mm,
just the aftermath. It's like in a AAA battery, you're putting like some nuclear energy,
mm,
that kind of situation. So I'm not able to do. But throughout the day, every day, 24/7, I'm always thinking about the deities and all
mm,
of that. So it's not like I'm not doing sadhana, but if what you consider sadhana is sitting in front and doing the japa, if that is a definition of sadhana, then it has not been that
mm,
disciplined, I'd say.
mm.
But always in
So,
connection with the divine.
okay, so that what sadhana that you talked about, that sitting in front and sitting straight, back straight, eyes closed, that is called
Ah,
Raja Yoga
right,
path.
right, right.
And what you're referring to is, I guess, Jnana Yoga, right? Where you self-inquire whole day.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much. It's
Mm,
not like I'm sitting and thinking about it. It just happens
mm,
automatically, non-stop.
yeah. Is it
Yeah.
Bhakti Yoga or Jnana Yoga? Which tendency you have more?
Throughout my life, it was analytical dissection of
Mm,
reality. But last
mm,
6 months, until Kamakala, like I think this sadhana, just like if you save a game and next time you load, you start from that save point, right? So I
mm.
think that these 4 months just got me back to that save point or something like that,
Oh.
because until like it was getting too intense, it was just pure bhakti,
Mm,
entirely like, yeah, entirely devotional and surrender and all these kind of ideas only. Pray to
mhm,
God, pray, ask for anything you want.
mm,
It's now like since I have been unable to do all this,
mm,
all this intense analytics has
mm.
showed up.
Okay,
So
so more tendency towards Jnana Yoga.
yeah, but very, very, very much infused with bhakti,
Mm.
like deeply.
Yeah.
Same
So
things,
Bhakti.
whatever I want to speak, it's just it's just a different language at this point.
Mm,
If I'm speaking English, it's jnana. If I'm
mm,
talking about God, it's just bhakti or propaganda or whatever. It's
mm.
just a language now.
Okay, so which deity?
What do you mean?
Bhakti towards which deity?
All,
Huh, all.
all, all deities,
Oh,
but particularly Krishna in the form of Jagannath.
Puri
Yeah,
Jagannath,
yeah.
that
Hanuman
big
also, a
guy.
lot of deep connection is there. All deities, man. I can't say all the anything that is feminine is all considered as Adi Shakti. I literally just take it all as one.
Mm,
And in male, again, it's either witness or inside the Maya. So if it's witness, then it's Shiva. If it's not witness, then it's Krishna. Everybody just
mm,
uses.
mm,
So it's all
mm,
same only, equal level of importance.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. I ran
Dereal-
out of question.
yeah. Derealization episodes you were asking, right? Like
Uh,
they just happen spontaneously. I don't know. Like it's just suddenly suddenly you start thinking, what the fuck, what is everything, what is this,
mm,
like whatever your thought, right, you're doing sadhana to escape whatever. It's
mm,
like when you actually think about it and understand it rather than just listen to somebody, it starts getting triggered. Now say if I'm watching your video and I take your words for gold, I'm not
mm,
doing any actual thinking, right? I'm just accepting what you are saying. So if
mm,
I'm accepting what you are saying, I can never really understand what you are saying.
mm,
You don't have any textbook from which you are teaching, right? You
mm,
understand something and you are trying to communicate it.
mm,
So that medium is just for you to, that videos are just for you to think on your own.
mm,
So like somebody is going to come and say astral realm exists,
mm,
and you have no way to verify does it or does it not. What are you
mm,
gonna do? Just believe, or like you're gonna figure it out?
mm,
So
true.
when you actually try to figure it out, brain starts hurting because you don't have answers. You actually have to
Mm,
think. So
mm,
when you think enough and you think enough and you think enough, it all starts to break down and very easy to get insane. So yeah, you be like, why should I have breakfast? All these
mm,
kind of things you start
mm.
asking. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
So, like Krishna told, no, whatever mind we put, like whatever effort we put there, whatever thinking, like where we, which location we put thinking, there the mind goes. Like for example, if we put effort on thinking about, let's say, diya, then our mind starts dissecting a diya. And if you put on space, then it'll dissect space. So whatever wherever your mind goes, there the
Right,
dissection happens. And
right, right.
yeah,
So
it's
my
not like
mind,
uh,
huh? What?
yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh, like how you are saying, my mind always just points to who am I, because I don't have an answer
Hmm,
apart from what describes me. So it's
hmm,
like that is the default state. If I eat or enjoy anything else, is just a deviation from that. Ultimately, I'll come back here only. It's an
uh,
unsatisfying, endless question which you
hmm.
keep fueling, then stuff happens, I guess. But yeah, what were you saying?
But what I feel is the default state is not who am I. More like default state is not thinking only.
Yeah,
Like if you see, what I feel is uh, now a person thinking about, let's say, bananas.
right,
So he's trying to eat a banana, and he's like fully into it, like fully into that activity. Like he's plucking the banana, peeling it, and eating it. Like full concentration on the banana, eating the banana, everything. And some other guy, very intellectual guy, he's into thinking, who am I? Like full Advaita mode. What is this happening? Who am I? Everything. So I don't see the difference between that banana guy and Advaita guy, because both are thinking at the end of the day. Like they're just
right.
thinking. So the real truth does not lie both in thinking about who am I, nor in eating banana. The real truth is not thinking.
See, the real
Uh,
truth that we keep speaking about, right? There is no way you can ever know it. Like, no matter what you claim, there is just no way you can know it. Because, as you said, when there is no thinking, there is no you.
mm,
So, who is in the truth? And if you are supposedly in the truth, you would not have your five senses, you would not have your body, you would not have memory, nothing.
yeah.
So you're in truth then when you are not existing anymore. Then when you
Mm.
come back and start saying I went to truth, then the problem starts, and then you start telling people, yeah, I have been there. I'll show you how to get there. So fundamentally, nobody can ever really
Uh,
be in any form of truth so long as they exist.
yeah.
No matter how much meditation, whatever tapasya, whatever they do, bro, whatever connection you have with deities,
uh,
The second you exist, the second you are alive, you are away from truth.
hmm.
So literally die.
No,
When you
you're
die,
getting
thinking
getting
stops.
one point wrong there. That is, if you don't exist, right? Uh, this thing will exist. Like whatever Maya you left, the Maya will be there.
See, all of this is building off of you comparing yourself to Maya and you speaking in relative to Maya. I'm
Hmm.
here, Maya is separate, I'm existing inside Maya.
Hmm.
Whenever you think this, you are differentiating yourself from Maya.
Hmm.
So if you don't exist,
Hmm.
Maya does not exist. You are not
Hmm.
separate from Maya. How do you know other people exist in the first place? Let's forget
Hmm.
like whatever the great historians have told. You think for yourself. If you were blind and you were deaf and you were dumb and you could not see, touch anything, how do you know if you were in truth or like Maya or anything like that?
The thing is, everyone are in truth right now
Truth is
also.
always there no matter what we do.
Yeah,
So there is nothing to do.
everyone are in truth. However, now it's like a dream.
Ha.
You're dreaming right now,
Who is dreaming? Who do you mean me?
including me.
See, when you say including you,
Huh.
then where is the me here now again? When you say I am dreaming, what I assume you are saying is we are all coming from the same Narayana. He's dreaming and he split himself into whatever, and
Hmm.
you and I exist as supposedly separate entities, but we are
Hmm.
same. So when
Hmm.
you say you are dreaming, who do you mean? Do you mean Rupesh and Aditya, or do you mean Vishnu?
That consciousness which does not think, that one.
You mean that is dreaming?
Yeah.
Okay, so let it dream. Yeah. So why are
Yeah.
we trying to break its dream and escape, or what is the goal? I don't get it. Like I
See,
genuinely don't understand.
now when you sleep, right, you go into some drama. Like
Right.
you see like many characters. You see your own family. You see your own friends in some other dimension. Like maybe like uh, doomsday world where the world is ending. So you're in that zone, and you see all of your relatives, family members. So that is one drama, and this drama in this dream, everything is fine. Like you're going to your work, you're do whatever it is, software, or you're coming back eating pizza. So so this dream is like comfortable.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. That's it.
That's
Like it's
it.
just yeah, that is just a dream.
The problem starts when you start, thinking, I don't like what I'm feeling right now. I want to change it. Then you start looking for ways to change. And then I'll just create more and more endless problem, which is the result of life. And then you just die. And then you're like, hopefully, whatever progress I did in this life will carry on. But like, you will never really know it. Let's say I'm getting whatever knowledge I'm getting because I did something in my previous life. How
Hmm.
will I ever know it? How will that guy ever know it? Some poor guy, he spent his entire life doing whatever discipline he did. Now I'm coming and I'm chilling and questioning his entire effort. How does that make any sense? I don't have his memories. And even if I see his memories, he's just some dude. I'm still identifying as me.
Huh.
So,
Um. So how I can answer that is like if now in Raja Yoga, right? Raja Yoga, you do sadhana every day. So you may think that that there is no benefit to the sadhana. But what sadhana is doing is internally, your brain is getting accustomed to staying silent. Now, let's say in a population of like many people, you pick a sadhak and you pick a non-sadhak. So non-sadhak is like someone who goes to work or school or college. he's always into his family, friends, everything. You pick him. And there is a sadhak who does a lot of sadhana of Shiva, Mahavidyas, or whatever. So you pick him. So two people you compare, and that the quickness of a sadhak, right, to reach the thoughtless state, it will be faster than the one who doesn't do sadhana. Like if you tell both of them to stop thinking, the sadhak will be able to stop thinking faster than the non. By mistake. Okay, so till where it was there? Hello.
How fast he can get to the truth.
Yeah, the sadhak can go faster to the truth, the thoughtless state, than a non-sadhak. So, conclusion is whenever death arrives, right?
Your it's breaking up like real bad, and video is also lagging.
Hello, hello,
Yeah, I can hear you.
hello, hello. Good,
Yeah, I can hear.
good.
Yeah. Now it's better.
Okay, so the sadhak can go to the truth faster than a non-sadhak. So now the
Okay.
moral is when death arrives, let's say both of them get heart attack. The sadhak also gets heart attack, the non-sadhak. The when the death arrives, that is the physical body death. So let's heart will stop. When heart stops beating, both are afraid. Both are afraid. The sadhak also afraid, non-sadhak also afraid. But difference is the sadhak chants the name of some. See, he will chant mantra in the last second. He'll be like Om Om Kri Mahakalika Nama, and he'll go towards that thoughtless state. And non-sadhak, he will only fear. He'll be like, I have not done my uh, project. I have not done my project. So the next life, that is the consciousness which was not able to stop thinking, will enter some character which is doing project. Like let's say some the next character. Let's say there is Abhishek. So Abhishek is doing some project in some timeline. Hello, hello, uh, Rupesh, you're stuck, I guess. Hello. Yeah, yeah, I can
Hello.
hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. I can't see you, but okay.
You can't see me.
Now I can. Now I can.
Okay, so um, let's say the non-sadhak, right, who died with the heart attack, his consciousness is used to thinking. Is it is like accustomed to thinking. So the last thought during the physical death was some worry regarding a project. So what happens is the consciousness leaves that physical body and it enters a physical body which is going to do a project in the future. So it enters the womb and it again lives a life of doing projects. But the sadhak who was able to go towards that thoughtless state, his consciousness will realize, okay, it is just a dream because he has been doing sadhana his whole life, and he has trained his mind such that even if physical death comes, he can stay in the truth. That is, he can stay in that thoughtless state for very long. So he stays in that thoughtless state, and he doesn't enter any characters.
So the goal is to not take rebirth.
The goal is to stay thoughtless.
When you are not thoughtless, you will have birth.
When you're, yeah, correct.
So the goal is to not be born again,
Not here. Like
stay in the truth, to not.
there are. This is a very deep dream. That is the Maya in this dream is very strong. But whereas the Maya in the other planets, like astral planets, are little weaker in nature. Like astral
Right.
planet, causal planet, the Maya is weaker, due to which who the sadhak who had little fear, right? But he's able to go to the thoughtless, but still little fear is there. So that guy will not come deep inside Maya again. The clutches of Maya will be little weaker on him. That's why he'll be born in the astral planets.
So ultimately, nothing can be done to benefit my current life. Either at death, I reach the truth, or I escape into a higher planet. So that
uh,
doesn't really help me in this life, right?
Human life, you mean?
Yeah, it does not help Rupesh in this life for how many hours he's going to live. Whatever effort he's doing is so that next life is in a more comfortable universe, or just stop existing, being thoughtless.
So in Vedas there are no escape. However, in Tantra you can there is lot of manipulation that is in Tantra, right? Like the Bijaksharas are meant for manifestation. Like Shreem, that Lakshmi's Bija Shreem, that is meant
Yeah.
for wealth. I'm for knowledge. And Kleem for attraction, cream for power. So in Tantra, you can manipulate reality and better for the betterment of your life. However, in Vedas, it is only the goal of all Vedas is to get in touch with your higher self, that is Vishnu.
See, like, one thing I think about, whatever we are doing with the idea of consciousness, we think we are the consciousness watching whatever. But the very second we think, something is thinking, right? That attachment to the consciousness is thinking. The very thought that I am a consciousness is again creating attachment with some consciousness. You're identifying that I am a consciousness. You're just saying, no, I'm not human, I'm a consciousness. But in both ways, you are still identifying. You just change the word.
I think you still didn't understand what consciousness is. Like consciousness uh, is the state when when you stop thinking, right? That time they like surplus amount of intelligence uh, generates. Like when you stop thinking, the whole intelligence is for you itself. Like there is no, that intelligence is not working, like it is just there, and that is consciousness.
Then what am I?
You are a product of the consciousness, like you are a creation, like a art of the consciousness.
So I am the art. The artist is something else. How
Yeah,
can art control the artist then?
art is not controlling the artist. The
So when I
artist
say I can just do bija akshara to manifest,
mm,
controlling only, no?
yeah, what happens when you do bijaksharas is have you watched the Mona Lisa video?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen.
Uh, okay, so I'll refer to that video. So
Sure.
when you chant Bijaksharas, you will be able to change Mona Lisa. Like you'll get the artist will get stronger in uh, changing the art.
But you said I am the art. So now when we start this, you shift and you become the artist who can change the art. So you're
Yeah,
swapping between the art and the artist.
correct. That is when you sit for meditation in Raja Yoga. When you sit, you're trying to connect with the artist. So once you go get in touch with the artist, then you're using new paint brush. That is bijaksharas, like colors. Colors. You are using new colors. Shrim Rim I'm Clean to change Mona Lisa.
So you are two things at once.
Yeah, because see now what is going on is that Da Vinci has gone deep inside the painting. That is, he's like he has been drawing when he's drawing Mona Lisa itself. Like he has gone very deep inside Mona Lisa. That is, uh, he's falling in love with her. Your consciousness has fallen in love with Rupesh, and that is why it is not able to cut off from him.
But that is when I think I am Rupesh.
Mm.
You're saying I can cut off from him because I am not him, I am something else.
Yeah, you're nothing.
I am nothing. So why do I want to become nothing?
No, we are nothing.
We are nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
That still doesn't answer who am I. We are both, and then we just said that the artist is creating art and getting in love with the art, but it still remains that you are both the art and the artist. So that one artist is
Mm.
creating the entire thing, right? Or does Rupesh have an individual artist?
So the place where the artist came from, their time doesn't exist. So whenever he creates also a dimension of time. So he has created different timelines, and in different timelines he has entered his art. So in one timeline he has entered Rupesh, one timeline he has entered Aditya, like that. And that's why it's parallelly existing right now.
Right. We're all parallelly the same artist admiring different arts created by the same artist.
Correct.
So, what is the point of when you yourself have created the art? Why are we so
Hmm.
obsessed with escaping the art and becoming the artist again?
No, there's no force. Like nobody is forcing
So,
you
it's a
to
choice,
choice. Yeah.
a choice for which you have to make effort, and the results of which you will never feel
Yeah,
because you
it's
are,
like
yeah,
Da Vinci has just stopped painting. Like,
yeah, he stopped painting. So when he's painting, he's identifying deeply with Mona Lisa.
hmm,
And then he's identified so deeply with Mona Lisa that he forgot he's Da Vinci. So
hmm,
now he's trying to get back to his Da Vinci state because
hmm,
Mona Lisa is trying this because he's trapped in Mona Lisa. So
hmm,
Mona Lisa is doing all the effort and then she dies, and then whatever consciousness or whatever says Ram or Kali at the state of death, and that consciousness happily merged back with Da Vinci. Isn't Mona Lisa getting kind of screwed here? She did all the effort,
hmm.
nothing she got. Some consciousness that was watching her has just managed to escape now. Not even escape, return to its original state.
Correct. Mona Lisa was never there. It was just a dream of the Da Vinci.
It was only never there if you think in perspective of the artist. But right now,
Hmm.
we are not the artist. So we get speaking about it from the perspective of the artist does not really help. It's just some conversation that's nice to speak about. Right now, we are both identified as the art. We are in the art, and we are speculating whether we are art or whether we are not art. And the
Hmm.
conclusion we have come up is the only way we cannot be art is when the art is discarded or dies or whatever.
Hmm.
So like, is there any point? Because the art will never know if it takes rebirth or not. Rupesh will never know if he has taken how many lives, nor will he know if he's going to take another life or not. Only the consciousness that is watching him, as you say, thinks of some deity at the moment of death and then transcends.
Hmm.
Nothing much is really happening for Rupesh, right? Or for Mona Lisa,
Uh, yeah, because the artist is immortal. That is,
right?
the art is temporary. Like if Mona Lisa, someone throws water on Mona Lisa, she fades away.
Right. Somebody
But
shoots me, I die, I fade away.
yeah, but the artist is permanent. That is, Da Vinci is immortal. So there is no fear actually because you were always Da Vinci. You were never Mona Lisa.
Right.
Mm.
So no matter what we do, the artist is always existing, no matter what the art does. So is there a point of doing anything at all? Because the artist is always there.
But we have to realize that, right? Like we have to realize our true self.
Yeah. But why?
Again, choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I question if there is anything to realize at all. Apart from other people telling me there is something to realize, I don't see what is there to realize. Nor how I don't know.
So what you have to realize is not thinking is the biggest realization.
That's like, you speak to a fish and you start coming. The second you walk on land, you are a realized fish. How will the fish ever do it? This fish will hit the fish gym, build muscles, build lung capacity until it walks on the land for maybe few minutes until it has to go back into the ocean. Because if it does not, it dies. You enter
Mm,
thoughtless state. You can stay there for a little while. Then you have to come back. If you don't, you die.
mm,
So long as you are alive, it is not in your best interest to die. So it is never in your best interest to be in a thoughtless state. Because that's the same as death.
mm.
So
Uh,
that's
mm,
kind of saying when you die, you will realize the truth. When your thoughts stop and your mind enters silence, be it through sadhana, be it through just literal death. Only death is the ultimate thing to do anything.
death is not the answer. Bliss is the answer.
Not physical death. Death, what we mean by death is the stopping of thoughts.
Mm,
Whether the body is breathing or not, the second thoughts stop, there is nobody to identify or even question anything, then there is no self, you are dead because there is no one to ask anything.
mm. Yeah. Thank you, Tantra Vigyan, for the super chat.
Damn,
And yeah,
nice super
uh,
chat.
s- so if you see the example of Shankar Mahadev, no,
Right.
so
He, d-
he has gone, he
yeah,
has
yeah, go
gone
on.
to Kailasa. Like he's like going to Kailasa Parvata without anyone, without um, Parvati, Ganapati, without family, friends, without Nandi. He has gone somewhere deep inside Kailasa, and like he's meditating, and he's like, I don't want Maya anymore. So he's trying to avoid that Maya's influence. That is, now even if any of us go to some cave and we tell I'm quitting everything, society, food, sex, power, money, fame, everything, I'm leaving. I'm just going towards some isolated place, and I'll focus fully on some any one deities, like I'll fully focus on Kali or Shiva or like that. So if you do that, no, there will come a point when um, the kundalini now currently, if you're inside society, the kundalini is flowing towards all direction. That is, now you are getting worried about your job, your wife, your children, your parents, whatever. But a person who has left everything, for him there is no worries. Like he has completely left the society and he has gone to a cave and completely detached from the Maya. Maya is still there. I'm not telling Maya has left him. That cave is also Maya itself. However, the hold of Maya little bit reduces if he goes to a forest cave or whatever. And when he sits for meditation, still the Maya leaves him. Like the Maya's hold will become more lesser, lesser, lesser. Then once he falls in love, let's say with a deity like Ishtadevata, like Ram, Krishna, Shiva, Kali, when he falls in love, the Maya's grip still reduces. So basically, the reason you're falling in love is to feel the bliss. So the goal is not sex, the goal is bliss. So when you feel the bliss, your Kundalini awakens, because Kundalini is right now it is there inside your body because it wants to fulfill something, but it is not getting satisfied. That is it first it is trying to eat, but it's not getting satisfied. Having sex, it's not getting satisfied. uh, Providing for children, parents, nothing is satisfying the consciousness. That is why it is continuously waking up, sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up. So that's why for a sadhak who has left everything and gone to some forest or mountain, for him it satisfies. The consciousness feels satisfied because he has completely fallen in love with the deity. Deity meaning your higher self, which has gone beyond the Maya, not only the physical Maya. Like it is there in some causal Maya. So it has lesser hold from. It has more bliss, lesser hold of Maya. So now when your higher self helps you to go out of this physical Maya, you will feel more blissful, and you will just let go. Like how, for example, in while eating food, you don't dissect the food. Like you don't think this food should be like this. When you are very hungry, you just eat the food, leaving all your ego. And when you are having sex also, like you will leave all your ego, and you will just try to feel the bliss. And in every activity, you're just trying to feel the bliss and lessening the ego. Similarly, when you meet your ishta, no, during meditation, the all that ego dies, and you just completely surrender to the deity. And something inside here, there is a huge ball of fire here in the anath. So when that opens up, suddenly all the energy goes to the sahasrara, and you will feel the ultimate bliss. And once you feel the ultimate bliss, then there is no thoughts, because thoughts are generating because of some kind of unfulfilled desires. But since your desires are already fulfilled, there are no thoughts anymore. So when you go to that state, so then there is no reincarnation, because you are already happy. Once you're already happy, there is no reincarnation. Only if you're sad, depressed, or worrying about anything, only then there is reincarnation. So the goal is happiness, the bliss. Goal is not death.
So the incentive for me is bliss, happiness.
Hmm.
But the only way that is ever going to incentivize me is my brain telling me that bliss is good
Hmm.
and non bliss is suffering, not good. But the second I question what good and bad is, actually, and the fact that bad cannot exist without good and good cannot exist without bad, the question falls apart. Why do I want bliss? Bliss is asking for infinite happiness. Happiness cannot exist without sadness,
Hmm.
because happiness is just one feeling I'm feeling now, that I remember that I felt this, it was nice. Now I'm feeling sad and I'm remembering I want to feel that again.
Hmm.
So you're saying this bliss is like some amazing level of happiness, but it's still dual. Or are you speaking of some kind of non-dual bliss? If there is such a thing as non-dual bliss, again we will never know it.
Hmm.
So again, the goal falls apart. It seems like an infinite loop, because you are looking to, ultimately, what do you want to be? You want to be happy all the time. That is a
Hmm.
self-perpetuating question, because your happiness cannot exist without you feeling sad. Feeling sad. If I'm having vada pav every day, I'm just gonna get annoyed of it. Then, like, for 2 weeks I don't get vada pav, then I'll be so happy that I got vada pav. Same way, if you're in bliss all the time, you're gonna, like, it's not gonna mean much anymore unless you have another feeling to compare it to.
By what I mean by bliss is a state of happiness where thoughts don't exist. So
A
that
state or a state of happiness. Because if thought is not existing, then I won't even know I'm happy. Because I'm not even thinking whether I'm happy or not. I'm just
hmm,
in whatever state I am. Is that
hmm.
what you mean? What is bliss supposed to mean?
um,
I
let's
ask
say
because I don't know. I don't know if I have felt what you are saying. I have felt something, and I have messaged you also whenever that amazing level of blissness, unconceivable, uncontrollable, whatever kosha it is. The only thing I remember about it, it was so good, it was so intense that I was asking for it to stop.
hmm,
I don't want to be in this much bliss. I want to come back. Then I want to remember about that bliss, and I want to think about how I can get there again. But the second I get there, I don't want to stay there. I'm just thinking about how can I come here and go back, come here and go back, come here and go back whenever I want. So
hmm,
again, if you take a step back and look at what is going on,
hmm.
you want to control what you want to feel. You want to feel some next level of happiness whenever you want, and then you also want to control how long you want to feel it for. So
Uh,
again, it's
li-
an infinite loop.
no, life is all about going behind happiness. Like every activity that you do on a day to day basis, even thinking, is
Right.
is behind happiness only. Now,
100%. Yeah.
yeah. So uh, there is a level of happiness which stops the thought processes itself. Like now, for example, food. When you have your favorite food, for a moment, you all the thought processes stop, and but it
Right.
comes back. And let's say, like you have a huge crush on some girl, and that girl tells you that even I have a crush on you or something, and so that level, that you'll feel for maybe like half an hour, 1 hour, you'll feel blissful without any thoughts. But the thoughts come back because that is not it. Similarly, like there are many states of happiness, where the bliss elongates. That is, some are for half an hour, some are for 1 hour, some 2 hours, 3 hours. But there is a state of bliss which is like permanent. It doesn't drop. It's permanent.
It will never drop when you don't have another thought. That is the only way, because the second you have thought, you are dropped. There is
Hmm.
no way to have thought and be in that bliss at the same time. See, I'll tell you what the problem is, at least with me. I don't
Hmm.
know about you and I don't know what others do.
Hmm.
When I look at it, I don't want to be happy. I want to remember and I want to control when I want to be happy. Because, like
Hmm.
you said, when I eat that vada pav, there will be a state where it's all this thing, and then thought comes back.
Hmm.
Only when that thought comes back is when you start feeling, damn, this vada pav is salty, spicy, all of this is good. But
Hmm.
when you are eating it and in that zone, there is no thought.
Hmm.
Only when I come back, the vada pav makes any meaning or any sense to me.
Hmm.
So when I'm in that state, nothing's happening. No thought is happening. Nothing is happening.
Hmm.
That is not the state I want, because in that state there is nobody to tell how good the vada pav is or even experience it.
Hmm.
Only when I'm not in bliss, only will I remember that such a feeling existed. Now I'm not feeling it. Damn, that was amazing. Wish I could have it again.
Hmm.
So you will only ever know such a bliss exists if thought is present. For the
Hmm.
bliss to have any value to you, there must be thought, because thought is the only thing identifying with that bliss. To give it validation, to give its existence meaning. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. That state is existing regardless, whatever. It'll only mean anything to you when you come back and remember it. When you
Hmm.
are there, it means nothing to you. Because
Hmm.
when you are there is no thought. It's just in that bliss. And again, as we said, is the same as psychological death. Because no thoughts means no self also.
Hmm.
So why would I want to stop existing under a label of infinite happiness or bliss?
Hmm.
It is just the end of suffering
Hmm.
that we are naming as bliss.
Hmm.
So, like, I don't think Rupesh, no matter how much he thinks, how much sadhana he does, somewhere in his mind, the survival instinct will be there to perpetuate thought.
Hmm.
And very easily, like, from the source here, like, say, I'm thinking here now, and here it starts, and everything here is built up upon this. Right here, the ego will do one tweak, and infinite loop will start happening there again.
Hmm.
I don't think there is ever going to be any motivation truly to stop existing when you are in the character. Why would anyone want to die? You can think all the thoughts and whatever. The second someone points a gun at me, I don't want to die.
Hmm.
I'm not speaking about some revered monk who does not give a shit whether he's in flame or whatever.
Hmm.
That's his story and that's his life. Does not
Hmm.
mean anything to me.
Hmm. So that's why, like, people need not cross the Agna Chakra. So if you are attached with the character that you're playing, that is Rupesh, Aditya, or whatever, then you need not cross the Agna Chakra. That is after the 15th and 16th month of sadhana, that is Subramanya and Chinnamasta, you can stop the sadhana. And beyond is Vishnu and Lalita Tripura Sundari. So if you go towards Vishnu and Lalita Tripura Sundari, then you will go to that ultimate bliss and you will achieve the samadhi.
Yeah, there is a way. What I am just saying is, I don't think I will ever willingly do it. Like, no matter what I tell myself, also.
Mm,
Doesn't mean I'm not going to do it, doesn't mean I'm not going to do those months. I'm going to do it, but like, I question whether I question the motivation of my reason for doing it.
Hmm.
So when I do that, right, it does not make any sense, because here I'm saying that I want to do the sadhana, I want to go into that month, I want to connect with that deity. But the
Hmm.
whole purpose of that connecting to that deity is to stop existing, stop having thoughts. There is no self anymore. So
That is that is not the actual goal. Actual goal is to fall in love. Fall in love and be blissful.
fall in love, blissful, samadhi, whatever. We are all pointing out ultimate love, unconditional love. Again, will only exist when thought is stopped, right? When there is no self.
Hmm.
So whatever words we put it, ultimately is just one form of death in whichever perspective you take. And by death we mean the stopping of thoughts.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
by
the
stopping of
consciousness
thoughts,
never dies. However, the concept that you created, no, there is a concept that you created called Rupesh.
right,
That dies.
right. So what I'm trying to say is I don't think Rupesh will ever have a genuine interest in preparing and planning his own death.
No, the thing is, the Rupesh never existed in the first place. Like Rupesh is just a concept created by the Kundalini in the Agna Chakra. Now the
Right,
Kundalini, since it is flowing to the Agna, Agna is the thinking part of the Kundalini. So when it is supplying to the Agna, it creates a concept. Whereas in animals, right, the Kundalini is only like strong in the Anahata and Mooladhara and Swadhisthana. So it creates a small concept. Even if a dog, even if you call a dog, let's say you call the dog Bruno, so it doesn't identify with Bruno so
right,
much. Like if the owner calls it maybe uh, something else, it will come because it didn't identify so much with Bruno. But since in humans, it is like very strong in Agna Chakra, it creates a strong concept called as Aditya, strong concept called as Rupesh, and that's why it is harder for humans to let go of the Agna concept when
right.
compared to animals.
True. The artist is ever existing. So,
The
like,
easier,
do you see how in when you are explaining, we are identifying as the art, and then when we question the motivation of the art, right now I'm identifying as Rupesh.
mm,
You are telling me some consciousness is there. I don't know it.
mm,
So then I'm telling you, I myself would never want to die. So, and then you are saying that consciousness has always existed. Rupesh was never real. I'm not saying I was real or I'm unreal or I'm an illusion or I'm a reality or not. So long as I am Rupesh and I'm identifying with this character and this body and this whatever my life has created,
mm,
I don't think I will ever want to die. I may not be real. I'm not saying I'm real.
mm,
Whether I'm real or not, I don't think I will ever want to die. Nor will I ever take part in planning my own death
mm.
psychologically,
Uh, the other
willingly.
way to look at it is now what has happened is the drop of ocean has separated from the Brahman.
Right,
So now, let's say the Brahman is blissful. Always, Brahman is always blissful. So see, let's say this is the Brahman, and it's always blissful. So now, from that blissful, infinite blissful state, you have dropped.
right,
You have dropped to the Agna Chakra, and from Agna Chakra, you have created a concept called Aditya or Rupesh for feeling little blissful. Like because Agna Chakra is not capable of creating high bliss, it is only capable of creating character wala bliss. Character wala bliss means it creates a character Aditya and it feels happy that I am Aditya. So whenever you tell I am Rupesh, little bliss is there in that. That's why you like it. You don't want
Right.
to lose it, because it creates some kind of bliss in you, telling that I am Rupesh, I want to live. That is creating a bliss, and that's why you uh, don't want to lose it, because every chakra is addictive in its own way. That is, Agna chakra is addictive by in the thought processes. Vishuddha is addictive in talking. Anahata addictive in loving. Manipura addictive in motivation. Swadhisthana addictive in sex. Muladhara addictive in eating. So every chakra has its own addiction level. But the Sahasrara, right? Sahasrara wala bliss. It's very highly addictive. It doesn't make you drop, but for some reason, uh, we have reached this stage of Agna where we have fallen in the addiction of Agna Chakra.
It's because from the ocean, the drop came. The drop didn't exist before. It came from the ocean. There was a point where the drop didn't exist.
Mm,
Then it existed. That means time happened because we
mm,
are comparing one state to that,
mm,
to the previous state. Because one statement is infinite, then there's infinite minus one drop.
mm,
So now the second a drop is created, why would the drop ever want to go back unless it wants to die? Because the second the drop merges with the ocean, it no longer exists.
mm,
And all of this is happening inside time only because we are comparing the original state with another state, which brings up time. The second time stops, everything is the same only.
mm,
So, what I have, I have not seen, I'm not saying anything. What I feel now is whatever I'm doing is what it's there to do. There is nothing I can physically do. If I stop, if my thoughts stop, I will never know if Rupesh lives or dies. I will never
mm,
know if his life is going to change in any way or the other. When
mm,
I'm thinking also, I think I have control. I have zero control. Something is happening, life is throwing something at me, and then I'm crying about it.
mm,
Both ways, I have no control. It's just I'm switching from watching from no thoughts to thoughts. That's all that is happening,
mm,
which also means that there was never any control or anything to do. Stuff is just going to keep
mm,
happening.
mm,
I cannot be disciplined, like, no matter how much I try. Like, I've tried so much to be disciplined that I'm now starting to question the idea of discipline itself. How
mm,
do I know it exists apart from seeing somebody else be disciplined? And my definition of discipline is just no matter what that guy is feeling, he's doing the same thing, he's showing up for whatever thing he's disciplined in whatever way. I try to
mm,
copy paste that, does not happen, no matter what I try. But I say it can happen, I am the problem because
mm,
he is doing it.
mm,
But I can never know how he is doing it because he's had his entire life and his own conditioning since birth.
mm, mm,
So the idea of such a thing as discipline existing in my head because I saw some guy doing the same thing when I can never really logically make that conclusion because I don't know what his life is like.
mm,
Then discipline is just some bullshit I've cooked up,
mm,
extracting a small portion of an entire lifetime of some
mm,
person who's not even me, and then comparing myself to that. So, like, the same dissection can be applied to everything, and then I'm just like, now I'm not doing anything. I'm not feeling anything. It's weird. I don't know. Like I did that too much, and then now it's like when I'm happy, when I'm eating my dosa, The taste is amazing, everything is amazing. But like before, there used to be I don't know how, there used to be like this inner drive or some kind of spirit inside that was craving the dosa. Like, damn, if I got that dosa, it would be so good right now. And then when I get it, damn, so good, so much ghee, so much butter, taste, whatever, full maza I am taking. And then I'm like full, and now I feel shit. And then some time passes until I crave dosa again.
mm,
But now it's like I'm eating that same dosa. It's still tasting amazing. It's still everything it was the previous time I ate it. But
mm,
there's no magic in it. That magic, what I identified that magic to be, is identification with that state. So it's like uh, this thing happens the second you realize that good and bad, tasty and yucky, do not actually exist without each other. The second, this is not a concept we are talking about. This is a reality that you experience where you genuinely don't see, like how I am asking you, I genuinely don't see why I'm doing this sadhana or whatever. It is just happening. I'm not saying it just to question or whatever. I genuinely don't see it. But just because I don't see it doesn't mean I'm not doing it. It's complete hypocrisy. Absolutely and total hypocrisy from my part, because I'm claiming and questioning why am I doing it whilst doing it.
mm,
Then that makes me think, am I even doing anything at all? Then that movie thing starts to, like, make much more sense. Whether I think anything, whether I want to do anything, whatever is going to happen will happen and is happening.
mm,
And all my thought is just an audience eating popcorn, thinking that it can change the movie, but it really cannot. So I'll
mm,
think, can I do sadhana or not? Let me do at 4 a.m. today. Let me do it at 6 p.m. tomorrow. But I will only find out whether I actually do it or not at 4 a.m. or at 6 p.m. Otherwise, everything is just thinking about it. And then when 4 a.m. comes, if I do it, then it reinforces the identity that, damn, I did it at 4 a.m. When it doesn't, I'm like, damn, I didn't do it at 4 a.m. I'll do it tomorrow. So what that associating that identity is doing is creating a link between what Rupesh is doing and what he's thinking, and that is the root of attachment. So when you completely give up that you are doing anything at all, it's just like you're watching. It's like today he's doing 4 a.m. sadhana, tomorrow he's not doing anything at all, so he's doing at 6 a.m.,
mm,
and that's all there is. And another guy is not doing any sadhana. He's going to clubs, or he's going to go karting and bowling alley and whatever, and that is all he's doing. And everybody is doing whatever they're doing, and that is all they are doing.
mm.
Any idea of trying to be anything other than what you already are doing is illusion. Not illusion, it is attachment.
It depends on your goal. Like if your goal is to stay in the Maya, then you can uh, do whatever, like you can indulge in whatever, no matter what.
See,
But
I'm
if
saying
your
the
goal,
goal stops the second you realize you can't do anything about it.
hmm,
Whether you have a goal or whether you don't have a goal, you're not doing anything. You're just, let's say tomorrow I want to wake up and hit the gym at 5 p.m.
hmm,
I'll wake up, the day starts, 5 p.m. comes. Only at 5 p.m. I will find out whether I went or not.
hmm,
And if I went, it's like I went. I need to do this again. If I didn't go, I'm like, damn, I need to do it tomorrow. All
hmm,
that is happening is a commentary.
hmm.
That setting a goal is also a commentary. Something is happening suddenly today. I have a goal. I want to be better. I want to do this or that.
mm,
But all that is really happening is you are watching the character, and if the action made by the character matches with what you thought he will do, you identify. That is how identify starts in like the single unit,
mm,
and then when it stacks, it infinitely builds. So, like, say
mm,
if I want to eat a chocolate biscuit, I go to my
mm,
kitchen, I eat it. First, there was a thought, I want to eat a biscuit. Then Rupesh went, he ate it. So, damn, he thought it, he did it. Whatever is thinking has control over Rupesh. It has
mm,
identified with Rupesh. It thinks
mm,
it is Rupesh, and it thinks it can control whatever he does. When does
mm,
the problem come? When he thinks one thing and he doesn't do it.
mm,
I want to eat vanilla biscuit. I went, I bought strawberry biscuit.
mm,
And I'm like, why? And then you can just leave it like whatever at that. But if you
mm,
actually sit and think about it, why did I take a strawberry biscuit instead of a chocolate one when I wanted to do chocolate? What I did
mm,
was something else. Or let's say I didn't
mm,
go to the kitchen at all.
mm,
That is the problem now. Because when you think you are Rupesh, you think you would have full control over him because I am him. But I am not doing what I think I am doing. I want to do this, but I am not doing it. Then you start
mm,
wondering, why am I not doing it? I must be lazy. I must be this. I must be that. Because
mm,
what is happening in the Maya is not matching with what you think will happen.
mm,
And that is creating lots of suffering and problem.
mm,
The second you give up that you are Rupesh, all you are going to do is watch him. So whether he is happy also will not mean much to you because you are not identifying with him because you are not him. So whether Rupesh, whether you are happy or not, how does it matter to
mm,
me if I am sitting and crying and Aditya
mm,
is partying? It does not mean shit to me, right? I am sad.
mm,
Same
mm,
way, the thinker has no feelings or anything. It does not have anything. It is just some fucking thought. The
mm,
thought thinks that it is a character. That is when suffering starts.
mm,
So when you don't think you are the character or you just forget you even think you are the character, do whatever, you just completely give up the wheel totally.
mm.
Then that's the same as letting, I don't know what it is. That's just what I'm doing.
Yeah, what you're talking about is the Jnana Yoga path, where where you where you don't differentiate between anything. That is, you don't differentiate between death nor life. You don't differentiate between
Yeah,
happiness nor sadness, um, and light nor darkness, good,
right.
evil, nothing. So you don't differentiate. But what happens is when you don't differentiate, right? Uh, the Kundalini inside you will get confused. It will be like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, is he even alive? Like the feminine consciousness inside you will think, are you even alive? Because you're not. There's no thoughts generating in your mind. That is, you're not differentiating masala dosa, vada pav. Nothing you're doing. That time, what
No,
happens
no.
is,
That's what everybody thinks it is. That's what even I think it is. Like I don't call myself a jnana yogi or anything. You call me that. So
mm,
what my understanding that if I'm not differentiating, that must mean I should not have any thoughts.
mm,
But that doesn't mean if I hit my hand on the table suddenly I'm not going to scream. Or if I burn my hand on the tawa, it's going to
mm,
hurt. If I eat dosa, it is going to taste good.
mm,
So even the idea of not differentiating,
mm,
look at this.
mm,
The idea of not differentiating, how will you ever know if you are differentiating or not? Only when you differentiate a lot and then you start differentiating less. You start
mm,
thinking that, oh, I'm not differentiating as much as I used to. I must have stopped attachment.
Uh-huh.
But if you are actually not attaching it in any way, you will never know it because there is no one to know it. You're saying the kundalini will get confused or whatever for the body, but if you're not attaching, you don't care about the kundalini also.
Mm,
There is nothing to care about. Stuff is just happening, and you have no choice, and you are just watching it happen. That's it. It is not like a joyless or whatever less life.
mm,
It is an unidentified life, which is so
mm,
weird to explain. Like, it does not mean if I drink Coca Cola, I'm not feeling happy. I'm feeling happy, but like I don't care as much about
mm.
that happiness. Nor
Um,
do I want some sort of ultimate happiness because if I want that, that can only exist if I'm alive. So there is
mm,
no real option of what you want. Is just a self-perpetuating loop. If you want infinite bliss, you die, and if you are not dying, you are in the loop. That is all there is. It's just a giant loop. There's nothing to do. No matter what you do inside the loop, you
mm.
are in the loop. Maybe you can say I am less in Maya and I am more in Maya, but you are in it.
Um, so f- I'm just explaining the science behind it. That is,
Acha.
I didn't tell that uh, we should differentiate or not. We should identify or not identify. I was just telling the science behind what is happening in you when compared to a normal sadhak. So,
Right.
uh, so So now for Jnana Yogi, who okay, let's say just for talking purpose,
Yeah.
we will consider example of Jnana Yogi. I don't know what to call him otherwise.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so let's say a Jnana Yogi, he doesn't differentiate between anything. So I'm just telling the science behind it. I'm not here to judge anyone. So what's going on is he doesn't differentiate, and the Kundalini thinks, okay, this person may not be inside Maya because he's not differentiating. So slowly, like first, the Jnana Yogi, he doesn't differentiate between uh, let's say food. He doesn't differentiate between masala dosa nor vada pav. So that is his first stage. So slowly he goes to the stage where he doesn't differentiate between good or evil. So after that, he will go to a stage where he doesn't differentiate between pain and bliss. That is, even if you pinch him, he'll not feel anything. Uh, uh, Even if you massage him, he'll not feel it. He'll not feel pleasure nor pain. So that Jnana Yogi who has gone to the level of non-differentiation so high. Uh, Give me 1 minute. Yeah. So the Jnana Yogi who has gone to that level of non-differentiation, the Kundalini has its own intelligence. That is, it doesn't stay in a body unless the body keeps differentiating. So, because every chakra is made of duality, that is, this is good, this is bad. Like every chakra has its, like in Muladhara, there is differentiation of food. So, Adhisthana, there is differentiation of beauty. Manipura, there is differentiation of uh, richness, energy, and all that. Anata, love, conditional, unconditional, Vishuddha. Every chakra has its own differentiation, and when a Jnana Yogi stops differentiating, the Kundalini, what happens is it doesn't feel right. Like it feels like okay, there's no use of being inside this guy's body because it is not differentiating. So that automatically goes back to where it came from. That is the source. Source is that witness beyond witness. That is the shunyata. That is the void. It goes back to that void state, truth. Now, similarly, For a Raja Yogi who does sadhana every day, same thing happens, but it is not in the same way. He's Raja Yogi is still differentiating. He differentiates between masala dosa, vada pav. He differentiates between doing sadhana and not doing sadhana. He differentiates between everything. He's not a Jnana Yogi. But the only difference is during sadhana, he practices uh, that mantra so many times that the mantra becomes his consciousness. That is the conscious. He stops the whole world from he stops the illusion of the Agna Chakra. He stops the illusion that is going on in front of him. Like everything, he stops, and only through the power of mantras he goes beyond the Agna Chakra. The and that is what Project Kali is teaching about the mantra sadhana. Mantra sadhana, that is Raja Yoga way of going beyond the Agna Chakra. So Advaita is about the Jnana Yoga path of going beyond the Agna. I'm just telling the science behind it.
Right.
There's no. I'm not telling this is good. This is bad. It's just uh, how the Kundalini works. For a bhakti yogi, it works through love. That is only if he falls in love with Krishna, it goes beyond Agna. And for karma yogi, there is another karma yoga. Karma yoga, he what he does is he doesn't expect anything. Like how Krishna told, no, he doesn't expect anything in return from the. He just does like a robot. That is, he 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 works without any expectation. And some point there comes a point when the Kundalini thinks, why is this guy not having any desire? Like the feminine consciousness is full of desires. It works on desires. But when a karma yogi goes to a point where of selfless work, that is, he is like only working for other people. He's not doing anything for himself. That is a karma yogi. He's continuously working. The Kundalini again, she's like, okay, this guy might not be alive, and it goes beyond Agna Chakra. So Kundalini doesn't stay where desire is not there. It stays only if the desire is there. So ultimate goal, there is no goal actually.
Yeah, there is
That
no goal at all.
it is just which path you choose. That is the four paths, right? Which path you choose, that depends. So the Kundalini goes on its own. We don't have control over the Kundalini. Like
Right.
it, uh, based on the path you choose, it goes in different times. We never know which path is suitable for you. For you Jnana Yoga is suitable. For some other person, Jnana Yoga might not be suitable. He might go easier through Raja Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. We never know. So the Kundalini belongs to that mother, what we call Tripura Sundari. So she is very intelligent. That is when she stays only if desires are there. If desires are not there, she goes away. And that is how you, when she goes away, you attain the truth.
Yeah, I can only entertain this only if I stop. If I uh, snap out of. I can't snap out of it.
Because you are you don't differentiate between anything, right?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, like I remember all of whatever you are saying makes sense. For 4 months, like, I used to be contemplative my entire life. It never really got me anywhere or anything. And last 4 months have been pure Raja Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. So whatever you say, I know it. I have felt it. I can. I'm not saying every line word for word, or but whatever I have experienced was there, so it makes sense. But like I don't know, something has just happened. I don't know what it is. I can't. I can't.
Mm.
I can't. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I got it. Like the uh, every person who practices Advaita, no, goes to a point where he doesn't understand the purpose of sadhana. Like that is a basic a typical what a typical feeling what a Advaita person gets, like why to do sadhana? Like sadhana is same, not doing sadhana is same. But Raja Yoga is not like that. It's you have to do sadhana like that.
I'm saying what I will say is that if you look externally, there will be no difference between uh, at least me. If you claim that
Mm,
I am also doing sadhana, I don't see any
mm,
point in it. I'm still doing it.
mm,
Why?
mm,
That is where why there is
mm,
there is no reason. It just happens. That's it. That is all there is. It's just happening. There is
mm,
no control. I don't have any reason for why I'm doing it. It feels amazing. But then if it feels so amazing, why am I not doing it every day?
mm,
I'm doing it some days, I'm not doing it other days.
mm.
There is no logic, basically. Whatever is happening is happening.
It's
But yeah.
just for bliss. Like every activity that we do is for bliss.
Yeah, yeah. I would argue that what we actually want is suffering. Because only with suffering, only when you are stopping one and zero, right? Say zero is
Mm,
happiness and one is sadness, suffering. You'll only enjoy that zero if
mm,
you step away from it and you'll
mm,
have time to miss it.
mm,
Otherwise, if you're happy 24/7, then there's like no meaning to it. And as you
mm,
said, default state is happiness only. When thought
mm.
stops, there's infinite happiness. So there is a need for thought to arise.
Yeah.
You want the thought to come. The second, it there is no bliss. The end of the goal, the truth is not bliss, it's nothing that we are calling as bliss. Maybe when you look at it from the perspective that your suffering is stopping, that means it's bliss. Yeah, you can say that. But then it's not so simple also. But yeah,
Mm.
but yeah.
You will see that in Kola. If you have seen Kola, Kola is where the person gets avahan, that is darshan. Like that some kind of deity enters his body. Uh, so when that happens, like full kundalini awakens and he shivers like this because he's not able to handle that kind of energy. His
Yeah, that is
human body.
only, I feel like that is only what I've been saying. That I can't
Yeah.
handle it. That's why I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that Kantara movie, if you have seen, in that he gets the avahan of the Daiva, that is Panjurli Guliga, and what happens is the deity's energy is very high when compared to a human, and that's why if the deity's energy enters a human body starts shivering because it is not able to comprehend that bliss. It's like you told that
Yeah,
AAA battery
right, right.
shell. Yeah, you're putting AA battery inside AAA like that.
Yeah.
So it's not able to handle, and that's why the body shakes, shivers, something like that happens. But slowly, right, in the span of many months, slowly your body starts digesting all that bliss, and one fine day uh, you will be addicted to sadhana.
I was addicted to sadhana.
Mm,
Now again, it depends on what your definition of sadhana is, but it's just an endless conversation. So there's
mm.
no point discussing this. So you tell me what's up with you, bro.
Uh, uh, Tantra
What's going on?
Vigyan, thanks
Oh
for
yeah,
the super chat.
super
And
chat.
yeah, also he has become a member. Yeah, okay.
Tantra
So
Vigyan.
welcome to Project Kali membership. Ping me on WhatsApp for the Excel sheet, and yeah, you can go ahead with Uchishta Ganapati. Yeah, nothing much, Rupesh. Like, what about you?
What do you mean nothing? I'll also say nothing much. So
Same,
like what,
everything.
9 to 5 only? Wait, one thing I was thinking. So 10 minutes in every initiation you meditate, right?
Hmm.
So 9 hours you're working, 9 twos are 18. So 18 times 10, you're waiting for 1800 minutes in your work day. You're meditating.
Yeah.
And then after that, you do 3 hours more of whatever you do personally.
Mm, mm, yeah.
Majority of your days spent not even thinking,
Mm.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. True.
Kind of insane. So, what else? How are the new sadhaks?
Yeah, like many interesting sadhaks like you are coming.
Is it? What is so interesting? Tell me.
Everyone has their unique features. Every character, every Mona Lisa is unique.
That is true.
Mm.
That is true. Do you think all your sadhaks will want to go to astral realm,
Yeah,
or
that
will
is the
say,
point. If you cross Agna Chakra, it is to reach Samadhi. But if you are till Manipura Chakra is all materialistic, like Muladhara for fixing your health issues, Swadhisthana for fixing reproductive problems, uh, and Manipura for fixing ego, money related problems, and Anahata for love problems. So till Anahata, I feel it's like material only. Beyond Anahata, Vishuddha is where the non-dual comes, like non-dual uh, state comes.
is it?
Yeah, here there is like Akshaya Bhairav who teaches the mirror knowledge. That is the who teaches how to go out of this mirrored universe.
It's very strange that you say that because I've been feeling some weird thing in the throat only. Like I can't tell
Mm,
what it is. Some kind of not irritation, not pain, just
mm,
something. It's little bit annoying, but not really. That has started happening since recently only, last maybe couple of weeks.
uh,
So that's interesting.
yeah,
But yeah,
that Shiva drinks poison, right?
right,
Yeah, it gets accumulated here only, and because here there's no differentiation between Amrit and poison.
right.
Yeah.
So there is no differentiation. I, I am I am facing a lot of like back pain and all this kind of shit. But then I have the hacks in my hands. I can pray to Uchishta Ganapati and Tripura Bhairavi to fix it.
Mm.
Why am I not doing it? I'm
Like,
suffering. I want it to stop. I don't want to feel back pain. I don't want to feel sciatica.
uh,
I'm not doing it. I don't know why. I can't say why. Why am I not doing? I'll do Hanuman sadhana normal, whatever, since that is my month. It is right now.
mm,
Logic dictates that if I do TB or pray or even to Hanuman,
mm,
that help me physically in the body, ease in my pain,
mm,
it will happen. But I'm not
mm.
doing it.
Uh,
I don't see myself doing it. I want to do it. I don't see it happening. That so that is where the personal experience comes into
mm.
play. That is at least how things are for me. I don't know how it is for other people,
Oh,
but
you don't know why Rupesh is not doing sadhana.
I don't know why he's not doing sadhana. I don't know why he's doing anything. First of all, I don't know why he's not doing other things.
Um,
There is literally no sense.
yeah,
It
we
is
have
just
to.
a
No.
next level of trust. It's like you tried so much. It's like you bought a cat and you're trying to teach it to do tricks and all that. The cat
Mm,
just does not give a shit.
mm,
And then you try to buy its love. You try to be patient with it or whatever. Nothing happens. And then you give up. Nothing happens. All three things that you did not change what the cat did in any way. All that
mm,
have changed is your attempts at altering the reality, where the cat is the reality. Nothing has
mm,
happened. If the cat suddenly starts liking you and letting you pet it and whatever and love it,
mm,
then you're like, damn, nice. Either my things worked or I must have some supernatural aura Some all everything that ever is just a mental explanation into an
Mm,
outcome. This guy
yeah,
has a control of the outcome. I
true.
yeah I, yeah I can agree with all the concepts and stories and whatever methods anybody tells me. I'll happily indulge in that conversation. When it comes to actually doing it, I don't have any control.
Mm. Yeah, it slowly. Yeah, I see. There's no point in doing it, also, right? Yeah.
There is no point. When I say there is no point in doing it, I don't mean there is a point in not doing it.
Mm,
There is no point in doing it. There is no point in not doing it also. So it's
mm,
not like I'm forcing myself. My brain says sadhana doesn't make sense, hence I will never do sadhana again. I
mm,
banish it. I will leave all the groups. I will abandon Aditya and I'll start writing hate messages or whatever. No, nothing like that. There
mm,
is no point in doing it. There is no point in not doing it either.
mm.
When that is what it is, then like, oh shit, I just killed a bug
No.
again. Just last time you killed the mosquito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rupesh, before ending the live, what would you like to say to the audience?
Peace out, homies. That's all.
Okay. So, thanks, Rupesh, for joining. And thanks, everyone, for joining this live. This live was very predominantly Advaita and Jnana Yoga. So, Raja Yogis don't get influenced by.
I don't see anybody else doing jnana yoga here. I want at least I don't know. At least I perceive. I'm
Mm,
not finding anybody to entertain my or
yeah.
perpetuate the infinite loop.
Mm,
It's getting a hard stop. Do you see
mm.
any other sadhaks like that? That who are maybe shy and not speaking.
Uh, yeah, I guess they might be into Jnana Yoga, but they might not be so vocal like you.
Right.
Uh, yeah. Okay. Thanks for everyone for joining, and we'll meet in the next whiteboard series and the YouTube live next week. Thanks for tuning in, and Jai Mahakal.
Jai Mahakal.